Hi everyone, this is Bonnie at Good Earth Spa, and today I'm making another few soap loaves. And I do apologize if the texture goes grainy. I've been trying to troubleshoot these issues and hopefully get a better quality stream going for my future live videos. So the soap that I'm making today is a Rosemary Eucalyptus soap. It has Rosemary Essential Oil and Eucalyptus Essential Oil, of course, which gives it a nice kind of vapor thing about it. And then also for herbs, Eucalyptus Leaf, which has a very rough exfoliating texture, and I grind it up even further, but you can see that it's going to be really scrubby. And some holy basil, which is ground, and this is for they're custom loaves for a customer in Arizona, and they're getting 3 different kinds of soap, but this is going to be one of them. And let's see. Oh, there's the chat. Okay. Hi, Momo. Okay, I had that chat pulled up behind me on my other computer. So I'm ready to go on this. So basically, about this, the oil mix, we have. This is the palm-free vegetarian recipe. So it has coconut oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil. They chose shea butter. And there's also beeswax and honey, which are both in the main pot on this one. Good afternoon, Farmhouse Flair. Good to see you back. Okay, so that's all the ingredients were mentioned. Okay, and now I can get started. Okay, I'm just making sure that that honey is blended up very well in there, because it doesn't mix in oil, so it won't really start to emulsify in the batch until I add the lye solution, which is right here. Okay, and I'm not going to waste any time. I'm just going to go ahead and add these ingredients. Since one of them is powdered, I have to make sure that all of the clumps are mixed in well. And beeswax soaps tend to set up a little bit faster than a soap without beeswax. So I'm about ready to mix in the essential oils. Again, it's rosemary and eucalyptus. And I can definitely feel and smell these vapors coming off of the soap from the rosemary and eucalyptus, which is very good for fall, because fall is cold season, unfortunately, so it's very soothing if you do end up with a cold. Hopefully you don't, though. Hopefully we all just, skate through and we're all good. And also, I like the scrubby texture because it's good for scrubbing your hands. So that's good too. Okay, this is about ready to pour, I think. Yep. So, put that over there. And before I pour it, I'll show you my little certificate I got today for making the dean's list. I was at the school earlier and we had the celebration for all the students who made the dean's list last academic year. We're actually in the new academic year now, but for everyone that made the dean's list last year, everyone went and was honored. I brought 2 of my children with me and we had some free cookies and we walked around and we had a great time and I got my little certificate. So there we go. Oh yeah, and I got a sticker too. I just put the sticker on the other side. It says, I made the dean's list. So I got to wear a sticker everywhere today. Kind of like when you're a kid and you go to the dentist or you go to the doctor, you know, that's good. Oh, okay, so Liz Miller is telling me right now that rosemary is great for memory. So that's good because I need to remember a lot of stuff. And now I'll go ahead and pour these. Okay, I usually make this just to have a little bit extra because it's better to have a little bit extra than not enough. So I need to get another little mold. And then sometimes too, if I'm doing swirling and stuff, having a little bit extra helps because when you use more than one container, you always get the stuff that sticks on the sides. So you might end up with not enough. So I always like a little bit extra. So, this one might be too big, but this is a 1 pound mold. Maybe this one's too big. Let me get a different one. I'll go with this one. This one I found for sale at a kitchen store in an outlet mall back, I think, when I was in California. I think it was around San Diego I got this. Had it for a long time, so it's really durable. So we'll get some extra bars and they'll end up in the bargain bin where you can buy like a bag, like a 1 pound bag of random soaps. And I put a lot of the batch extras in there. A lot of times I choose the different kinds of individual molds, so they could be like butterflies or whatever else I happen to have. And the different shapes come and go as well, because sometimes I would sell them or buy different ones. But here I have some extras. Okay, someone is asking, Sean is asking, is that a normal viscosity for trace or was it a melt and pour? Missed the beginning. This is a cold process soap and I'm at a trace. So I'll try to kind of show you a little bit what you're going to look for with a trace. With trace, if you can go like this over the top, and you can see it like trace on the top, like it kind of looks like you could trace lines or you could even write stuff in there, then that's good enough. You want to make sure that it's not a false trace, which sometimes it can appear that it's like thick enough and it's not, and it will separate, but with enough experience you start to be able to tell. So You see how you can see the lines as I'm playing with it? Actually, a better thing to use would be, and I have one right here, like a little stick. So you can see that you can kind of mess with the top. You can play with it a little bit. So that's kind of what we mean by trace, because you could trace it around and make designs. But some people like to go a lot thicker. Because it's a beeswax soap, I like to do it a little bit thinner trace, because they can set up pretty quickly, and once they set up, they set up. So the beeswax ones, I actually soap them like a little bit warmer and a little bit quicker because of that. Not super hot, but you know, the beeswax is very temperature sensitive. You're welcome. All right, well, that's it for this one. If I pour when it is thinner, it seems to reduce my air bubbles, says Liz. So Liz says it looks right to her. So yep, another thing that a thin trace is good for is doing more fluid and liquid looking swirls. Yep, so that's it for this one, and if I have time today, I might come back for my next one, which is for the same customer. So if not, I don't know, may or may not put it up here, but that's it for now. So thanks for joining me. Bye bye.